and the blitz box. Nick Malouf leads out Australia. Zane Davids in the absence of Siviwe Soyaswapi, the on-field captain for South Africa. No Samu Kerevi for Australia. He was injured yesterday, but plenty of talent remains in the starting lineup of the London Sevens champions. South Africa, World Series leaders, so much quality. Selwyn Davids, Ronald Brown in midfield will pull the strings. Adam Leal from England is your referee for this one. The blitz box come together. Gold medalists in Glasgow 2014. Australia, 5th place on the Gold Coast 4 years ago. Wouldn't they dearly love to play for gold here in Birmingham tonight on finals day? Men's semi-final number 2 is underway. Australia left to right in gold, South Africa in green, and Angelo Davids has it early, under pressure, flings it away towards his own try line. And Selwyn Davids, who kicks it more in general play than any other player in Rugby Sevens, hoofs it upfield. But there has been a penalty awarded early for offside against South Africa.
Yeah, it's just a player
alongside.
Offside in front of the kick.
Sorry, Coxie. Yeah, just a player in front of the kicker there. You will see South Africa kick. They kick more than any other team on the World Series.
Okay.
I think it was just a bit of a frantic bit of organisation there. Yeah, you can just see the winger is in front.
Early attacking opportunity then for Dietrich Roach in Australia. Here's the new man. In the corner he goes. Mark Nawanga-Nitawasi, the rookie, scores in the semi-final.
Well, that is an early punishment for South Africa. One mistake in your 22. Australia have come out firing. Great strength, great speed shown by the Aussie debut. He's a superstar in the under-20s, and he is going to be a superstar of the future.
Well, what a performance it's been at this tournament for the young 21-year-old. Samu Kerevi injured yesterday, and this guy's been starting in the absence of the 41 Test cap Wallaby. Mark Nawanga-Nitawasi, what a start for Australia. Conversion unsuccessful, remains 5-0. Nick Malouf awaits Dietrich Roach to get us back underway. Chips it high and straight. Ronald Brown wins it, lifted by Angelo Davids. The strength, not the biggest man in the world, Ronald Brown, and now Selwyn Davids kicks again. He thinks he's been impeded. Referee ignores his protests. Nick Malouf back for Australia. Here's Matt Gonzalez. He's flung to the floor in his own 22 by Muller du Plessis. Now watch the blitz box in action without the ball. The best defensive team in Rugby Sevens. They've only conceded 1 try all tournament. No tries in second halves of any game. But Malouf gets on the flank. JC Pretorius puts him on the ground. Here's Josh Turner, who won the restart that led to the winning try in the London Sevens back in May. And the sensation, Nawanga-Nitawasi and Dietrich Roach now. Nawanga-Nitawasi stands in the tackle. Back to Dietrich Roach. Zane Davids, big burly character, flies in to make the hit. Henry Hutchison. Matt Gonzalez from the Eastwood Club in Sydney. Got a bit of space in front of him. Hot pass to his captain, Malouf.
Knock on, offside.
He's got themselves offside, so a penalty, South Africa.
Really good series of possession there for the Aussie men.
Just here. Take a step, please.
Trying to do their very best to manipulate, as you've mentioned, one of the best defences on the World Series.
Angelo Davids, 7 tries for the tournament, including 2 hat-tricks, leads all players at the Coms Games. Often close between these two. The last 6 have been decided by a 4-point margin or less. Australia with the early 5-point advantage. James Murphy, not often a starter for South Africa. They're contesting the line out in Australia. Nick Malouf thought they might have won that one back.
For me so far.
Ronald Brown, twice player of the final on the series this year. Murphy takes it cleanly this time. Zane Davids, Selwyn Davids. He's got Angelo Davids with him, and the chip through. Waits for it to sit up, and it does inevitably for Angelo Davids. His 8th of the tournament. Davids to Davids bears fruit once again for the Blitzboks.
That is such a clever use of that kick through. And just before we see Selwyn Davids kick that, he comes on the wrap, so he's buying himself extra time because he's a couple of meters away from the contact area. So he just buys him a few meters to look up and pick off the hole and weight that kick perfectly through to the winger. Really clever play.
And conversion successful from Ronald Brown, so South Africa take the lead. Inside the final 2 minutes of this first half. Different atmosphere for this one after the fireworks we just saw in the previous match. Fiji going through to the gold medal match, knocking out New Zealand, who will play for bronze. Here's Corey Toole off the bench, didn't start the game. Leading try scorer for Australia on the series. Nathan Lawson as well, so fresh legs from John Minetti, the head coach. Here's Josh Turner to Malouf. He usually plays every minute for Australia. Here's Turner again. Corey Toole, bit of space for Toole, ball in 2 hands, asking questions, offloads to Lawson, one more pass to Gonzalez. Oh, that was nicely done from Australia, letting the ball do the work. And they retake the lead in the semi-final.
That was so good. There were so many pictures on show there where they had try-scoring opportunities. Numbers outside, left and right, so many options here. South Africa resorting to the scramble defence. They had to lose their shape and just tackle what was in front of them. That was really clever play by the Aussie men. They really opened them up.
There's been quite some resurgence from this Australian men's sevens team. 7th at the Tokyo Olympics last year. John Minetti took back the reins of the men's team, swapped with Tim Walsh. He went back to the women's side. John Minetti said, you want to make an omelette, you got to break eggs. And they brought in a lot of new players, such as that guy, Matt Gonzalez. He was watching the Olympics from his garage at home last year. Picked out of the Shoot Shield competition in Sydney Club Rugby. And now a crucial cog in this Australian team. Conversion successful, 12-7 Australia lead at just a few seconds left in this first half. Ronald Brown lifted again.
Wait till he's down.
You've got to wait till the player hits the floor before you make contact. Not the 10 from Henry Hutchison. So bad news for Australia just before the break. One of their key players will go to the sideline for 2 minutes. Power play South Africa.
Massive moment for South Africa. Yeah, the Aussie player just not retreating the 10 before he made that tackle. Bit of a cynical one, but...
What a kick that is from Selwyn Davids. Here's what led to the penalty.
Yeah, so that was the first penalty, challenge in the air, and then there you see the Aussie player making the tackle. He hasn't retreated enough.
Thank you.
Talk about the kicking game of South Africa, and Selwyn Davids set up the first Angelo Davids try, but then look how many meters he's made just outside the 5-metre line. Australia will contest again, but Murphy wins it. Zane Davids, Ronald Brown, Selwyn Davids, Corey Toole shoots out of the line. It's on for Angelo Davids on the far side, and he's in for another one in the corner. Angelo has 9 for the tournament.
It was Selwyn Davids' kick that got him that position, and then it was his silky foot skills that kept that ball alive. Clinical stuff here from South Africa. Nice easy line out, and then here, foot, brilliant. That Aussie last defender there, he knew he had to come in and try and shut it down because they're a player down, so there's always going to be an overlap.
Conversion doesn't get there from wide out, so we will go to drinks. All level. Another
defend against, because they do it so well. There's very little separating these two teams at the moment.
The master playmaker, Selwyn Davids. We'll restart play here to get the second half underway. 7 minutes. Who knows, maybe even golden point again in extra time. For one of these teams to book a place in the gold medal match. It hasn't gone to 10 though. So Australia will have a free kick right on halfway in the centre spot. They ended a 6-game losing streak in South Africa at the London Sevens back in May, en route to the gold medal, Australia. Good muscle memory from that for the Aussie Sevens. Here's Gonzalez, try scorer first half. Dietrich Roach out to Turner. Angelo Davids tried to spot tackle, didn't get his man. Here's Corey Toole. He decides to kick, but it's been charged down by Selwyn Davids, and he will run it back for South Africa. Oh, how the game of rugby sevens can swing. Corey Toole could have had a try at the other end, but Davids read it like a book.
He absolutely did. The South Africans are the kicking team. If you're going to kick against them, you've got to make sure you're spot on. And how beautifully that ball just sat up for him as well. The chip and chase in sevens is one of the hardest things to pull off, because as much as you see acres of space behind a defensive line, everything is done at such lightning speed.
Selwyn Davids puts his team in front in the semi-final, and Ronald Brown from out wide, every point crucial. He makes it. 7 points the difference then. Plenty of time here, 5:30 to go. That's a long old time in rugby sevens. Davids gets it the 10 this time. Duplessis on the chase. Lawson has it under the attentions of JC. Pretorius Hutchison now, he's out of the sin bin. Back out there, that yellow card really did cost Australia. Lawson. Toole, can he make up for that charge down kick? There was no sweeping for South Africa, it was definitely on, but just couldn't get it high enough over the head of Davids, resulted in the try. Gonzalez now. Hutchison, former Rookie of the Year when he burst onto the seven scene in 2016. Nick Malouf, former Leicester Tiger, not far from where we are here at the Coventry Stadium. Penalty, South Africa. Muller, Duplessis going to work at the breakdown there, the best in the business at that department.
There were a couple of challenges then in those phases of play. You just felt South Africa were just slightly unlucky not to get the rewards, and it was only a matter of time.
Selwyn Davids, they just play this go slow, and then they're sprung into action. Sean Williams, tackle from Nick Malouf had to be made, got him over the sideline. Big play from the Aussie skipper. They're going to go quick here, bit of a risk.
Sorry, lads. Your teams are called for a substitution. Goal.
So Australia had called for a sub there, so they couldn't go quickly. Maurice Longbottom's about to come onto the field for Matt Gonzalez.
Hey, goal.
And he's the sparky character that you need coming on just to raise that tempo. Fresh pair of legs. Selwyn Davis there with that tap, you know, going slow, going fast. They were so up on for the winger to cut back against him. He opened up a massive gap for them. Opportunity missed.
Maurice Longbottom, the only remaining player from the 2018 Coms Games on the Gold Coast. Can he be the difference? Former South Sydney Rabbitohs Rugby League junior. Throws to his captain, who's gone forward and over the sideline. Did it come off a South African hand? Yes, it's going to be another throw to Australia. Jeez, this is tight, isn't it?
The gap during the contest, please.
So important that Australia try to get out of this danger zone, being smothered by South Africa here. Malouf calls for the line out, no doubt to himself. There he is at the front, it works. Turner to Roach. Big frame of Dietrich Roach from the West Sydney 2 Blues, gets it just a couple of metres out. Still in the dead ball area here, Zane Davids on Malouf. Now Hutchison, sidestep. Strong, strong player is Hutchison, but look at Selwyn Davids. Just manhandles him over the sideline, and the Blitzboks have it back.
That's for you guys.
Absolute pressure personified. The Aussies have not been able to move. Incredible defensive
12,
effort,
sub.
choosing the exact right time to shoot up and close down individual tackles.
Selwyn Davids, what a couple of moments for him in this match. The assist for Angelo Davids, the charge down for his own try, and that tackle. He's got it all. Henry Patterson's out there for Australia. He scored a hat-trick to win the London Sevens final, but Selwyn Davids has to use all his skill there, and the kick pass for Angelo Davids. What a tackle from Corey Toole, though, on the far side. Oh, what an example of this wonderful sport of rugby sevens that was. It had everything.
Incredible
Number
tackle.
4.
But what about the
Number
skill
4,
set
green.
for Selwyn Davies?
No.
Starts off here with the set
Time
piece,
is off.
but it's the pass here, look. He has to juggle, he has to reset, but he spots the space in behind.
Keep the gap, please.
But yeah, absolutely fantastic tackle there.
Zane Davids has come to the sideline for South Africa, being replaced by Sako Makata. Defensive line out once again for Australia. They decide to kick. Josh Turner puts it straight out.
New ball, no quick.
So that'll be a give back. I think the plan was to keep it in field.
This is you, boys.
They breathe a little, Australia, but perhaps not enough.
No, that's so many line-outs.
Sean Williams also. Out there for the Blitzbox. Murphy, the target. He wins it. Selwyn Davids once again. Here's Muller Duplessis. Angelo Davids is with him. Angelo Davids looking for another hat-trick. And he has it. He's in double figures for the tournament. Oh, it's the stuff of angels for Davids.
Like you said, that kick didn't relieve much pressure, because this is a prime attacking position that South Africa love. Really good work by the South African centre, just managing to engage Corey Toole off his wing and giving just enough space for Angelo to accept.
The piercing eyes of Angelo Davids. We have seen that close up all tournament long. The beneficiary of yet more expert attacking play from South Africa. Conversion doesn't get there, remains 12 points, 45 seconds to go. Changes for South Africa. Angelo Davids heads to the sideline. What a story this is turning out to be. He's actually staying out there, he's just switching wings.
Knock on. Good call, mate.
Australia get the break off the restart.
Okay, let's form up then.
Time's ticking down. 2 scores behind.
Come up, please.
And the score within 20 seconds. Convert it and then restart again.
Crouch.
Or it's game over.
Bind. Set. Wait.
Long bottom has it. Turner. Roach. Nawanga Mitawasi. Davids holds onto his coat's tails. Good tackle. Turner again. Long bottom. Hutchison. Nick Malouf. Straightens the attack as he often does. Advantage South Africa. It's fallen into the hands of Sean Williams, and then it's a give back to Henry Patterson. But we are in added seconds, so that will be that. A warm round of applause rings around Coventry Stadium. It is the Blitzbox who will go for gold at the Commonwealth Games. Australia will play for the bronze. South Africa imperious once again.